Very good morning. The last video lecture, we were discussing the regarding the what you call as for deriving the output power, maximum output power and the efficiency of Klystron oscillator. So I am continuing with that derivation from the previous video, and we have stopped the equation for the velocity modulation, that is given by V of Tg is nothing but V naught into 1 plus V1 beta 1 by 2 Va into sin theta g by 2. Okay. So this was the equation that we have stopped in the previous lecture. Let me continue from here. As I told you, we have to calculate the round trip transmit time in the Ripple space. So I am doing that one. I will write that one. That is the round trip transit time, round trip transit time in the Ripple space is given by I will write it as T suffix T, which is nothing but 2 into velocity divided by acceleration. 2 into velocity divided by acceleration, which is nothing but 2 into V of Tg divided by acceleration. Okay, V of Tg divided by acceleration. So the factor, the 2 that is given in this equation, and call this as equation 11. The factor 2, what I have indicated here, this one. Okay, this 2, why I am shown here is mainly due to the forward as well as the backward journey of the electron. Okay, so the acceleration of the electron, you can take it is in the form of E into capital E by m, which is nothing but E by m into Va plus Vr plus Vm sin omega t divided by L. So I will write that one. So the factor 2 in equation 11 is due to forward and backward journey, and forward and backward journey. Okay, forward and backward journey of the electron. So the acceleration of the electron that is given by I will write that one, that is acceleration E m by E into E divided by m, which is nothing but Em by m Va plus Vr plus V1 sin omega t divided by L. Okay. So therefore your acceleration is nothing but Em by m into L. I will write that Va plus Vr. just neglect that term. Okay, in general, nearly I can write it as, in nearly I write acceleration is nothing but E into m by L Va plus Vr, V suffix a plus Vr. Okay, so I will call this equation as what was the previous one, 11. I will call this as equation 12. Okay, so using the equation, what is dt, using the equation what is called as 10, using the equation 10, that is V of tg, using the equation 10 and equation what is called as this 12. I will put that equation in where, 11. Okay, we get equation 10 and 12 in 11. We get transit time tt is nothing but to V of tg is nothing but previously get V naught into 1 plus V1 beta 1 2 Va sin theta g by 2 divided by the acceleration. Okay, acceleration is nothing but Em by ml into Va plus Vr. So I will write that one, 2 into, I will take sorry, I will just see, 2 into what, 2 into V naught, 2 into, that is tt is nothing but tt, what is tt? Tt is nothing but 2 into velocity V of t, 2 into V naught into 1 plus beta 1 V1 divided by 2 suffix Va, V suffix a sin theta g by 2. Okay, divided by E by ml Va plus Vr. Okay, I will write this also, that is t suffix t is nothing but 2 ml V naught, or I will write 2 V naught ml. Okay, that is good. 2 V naught ml 1 plus beta 1 V1 by 2 Va sin theta g by 2 divided by E into Vr. Okay, E into Va plus Vr. So that is nothing but the transit time. I will call this as, what is the equation, 12. I will call this as equation 13. Okay, 2 V naught ml 1 plus beta 1 V1 by 2 Va sin theta g by 2 divided by E into Va plus Vr. Okay, so I will write, since the reference electron is the electron that is given by A, small a is the reference electron, that is not or does not undergo velocity, does not undergo any demodulation. One is working. Any velocity does not undergo any velocity modulation. Sorry. Any velocity modulation. Its transit time, I will write transit time in Ripple space is given by is transit time in replace by is given by TA. That's now it is not T, it is TA, transit time, because the reference electron, that is nothing but 2 VA divided by acceleration. 2 VA divided by acceleration. Okay, 2 VA. What is acceleration? That is E by ml plus VR. Okay. So that is from using the equation acceleration. Okay. So I will write TA is nothing but 2 V naught. It's not VA, it is V naught. Okay. 2 V naught. What? ml 2 V naught ml divided by E into VA plus VR. So that I call it as N into T, or which I can write as pi N by omega. This omega is nothing but 2 pi. F is nothing but 1 by. Okay. So what you will get? So T is nothing but T is nothing but 2 pi by T is nothing but this becomes omega is nothing but 2 pi into T. So T is nothing but 2 pi by omega. That into N. N is nothing but 2 V naught ml by E VA plus VR. Okay. 2 pi N by omega. So I will call this as what is the equation? 13. I will call this as equation 14. 2 pi N by omega is nothing but equation 14. So using this equation 14, equation 14 in which equation? 14 in equation 13. In 13 we get what we will get? We get TT what is equation 14 in 13? TT is nothing but 2 V naught ml by 2 V naught ml by E into VA. So this term what I have indicated, I can write it as, I will show that one. So this term, you just see this term, I can write it as TA, 2 V naught ml by E into VA into VR. So I am writing that one. That is what TA, all other terms as 1 plus, it's not 1 plus beta 1 V1 by 2 VA, beta 1 plus beta 1 V1 divided by 2 VA sin theta G by 2. Okay, call this equation 15. So that is the transit time. So now the time of arrival of the electron at the cavity gap. So the time of arrival of electron at the cavity gap is given by what? Tc. I will call it as Tc, which is nothing but Tg plus gap time plus. Okay. So I write Tc plus Tt equation 15. I will open the bracket, so I will be Ta plus Ta into beta 1 V1 by 2 Va sin theta g by 2. I will write that one. Tc is nothing but Tc equal to Tg plus Ta, that is Ta into 1 is nothing but Ta plus Ta V1 divided by 2 Va sin theta g by 2. Okay, sin theta g by Tc. So I will call this as equation 15, equation 16. Okay. So what is Ta? Ta using equation 14 in 19. Using equation 14 in 19, I can write using equation 14, that is the equation for what you call as Ta. Okay. In equation 16, equation 14, equation 16, equation 14 in equation 16, we get Tc is nothing but Tg plus Ta is nothing but 2 pi n by omega plus n by omega beta 1 V1 by 2 Va sin theta g by 2. So this 2 and this 2 get cancelled. So Tc is nothing but plus 2 pi n by plus what? Plus pi n by omega beta 1 V1 by theta sin theta g by 2. So Tc is nothing but Tg plus 2 pi n by omega. I can call this as pi n beta 1 V1 calls as x by pi n beta 1 V1 by Va called as x by omega sin. Okay. I will call this equation as, what is that equation? 11. I will call this equation as 12. Call this equation as 13. Where I can write is nothing but pi n beta 1 V1 divided by Va, pi n beta 1 V1 divided by bunching parameter, which is called bunching parameter. Stylus is not working properly. Is called bunching bunching parameter of Relex Klystron. Okay, so this equation I call this as 13 okay, I will call this as no need. I will call this as no need for this one because we have expanded that one. So I will call this as equation 12 and this as equation 13. Call this as equation 13. Call this equation 12. Okay. So x is nothing but called bunching parameter of what you called as bunching parameter of Relex Klystron. Okay. So your equation 12 can be written as, you can write equation number 12 equation 12 can be written as Tc is nothing but Tc plus 2 pi n plus, sorry, my stylus is not properly working, plus I can write of what theta g minus theta g by 2. This is same as sin theta by 2 theta. If I cross multiply with 2, what will you get? 2 theta g minus theta g by 2, which is 2 theta g minus theta g is nothing but theta g by 2 is correct. Okay, so I can write Tc is nothing Tc is nothing but Tg plus 2 2 pi n by omega x by omega. Theta g is nothing but omega into Tg, that is gap angle. I have omega into T minus theta g by 2 minus theta g by all this is I will call this equation what is that is x by omega sin omega Tg minus theta g by omega Tg minus theta g by 2. Okay. So this is the equation for the what you called as a time of arrival of electron at the cavity gap. Okay, time of arrival of the electron at the cavity gap. So what I will do is I will now what you have to do, you have to differentiate this one with respect to Tg. Okay, and I will stop that one after differentiating. Okay, so differentiate equation with respect to Tg. What is d of Tc divided by stylus is not wrong. D of Tc divided by d of Tg. What is differentiation? So this term will be Tg with respect to Tg we had to. So this term will be 1. Next term will be 0 plus other will be x by omega. This will be x by omega cos omega Tg minus theta g by 2, because differentiation of sin omega Tg minus theta g by 2 is nothing but cos omega Tg minus theta g by 2 into omega, this one. So omega and omega get cancelled, it will be 1 plus x into cos omega Tg g by 2. It's very difficult to write because stylus is not working properly. So what I will do, I will just stop here, minus theta g by 2. Okay, so we will call this as, that is dTc by dTg. dTc by dTg is equal to 1 plus x into cos omega Tg minus theta g by 2. Okay, I'm just stopping again at this portion, and because stylus is not properly working, it will take a lot of delay. So just I will check that one, what happened to that one. So I will continue from here in the next video lecture, because it is not completed, it is a too lengthy equation. So I will continue from here, okay, in the next video lecture and complete that output power.